What's going on, y'all?
How are you guys doing today?
Welcome to another episode of Brooklyn Boys Radio. Moe is starving because he's fasting.
We're glad that you guys tuned in. We appreciate you.
Put mad chicken in front of his face just now.
Right.
He didn't eat the chicken. He licked it, though.
A king without... No, I did not.
He did lick the chicken.
I did not lick the chicken.
And he sniffed it like 5 times.
A king without discipline is nothing more than a weak man with luxuries.
Whatever. That nigga licked that chicken, bro, and put it back.
I did not lick no goddamn chicken.
You definitely licked the chicken, bro.
No, I did not.
You definitely licked the chicken.
Did not touch it.
And he smelled it like this, like 4 or 5
I
times.
smelled it. I smelled it. Yeah, I smelled it. It smelled good. It smelled good.
Excuse me, y'all. I feel like I'm coming down with something, but fuck it. Let's just do it.
We're doing it.
How was your weekend, chicken man?
My weekend was good, man. Saturday was the hottest day for an hour.
Yeah. Saturday was crazy, bro. I woke up. My daughter called me. She was like, "Daddy, did you go outside?" I said, "No." "It's nice outside." So that motivated me to get up. I was like, let me go see how nice this is.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't stupid. I put on a sweatsuit with a sweatshirt, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I went outside. I think I look cool. I look rather handsome on Saturday.
I went outside in a short sleeve.
Yes, he was one of them dumb niggas. So it was funny because I was watching all the people outside, right? So I was outside like towards the late afternoon. It was still hot. My car said 78. About an hour, 2 hours later, it says 80, right? It peaked to 80.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm coming back home, maybe about 2 hours after that, it's probably like 5, 6, right? I'm coming back home. I see all the girls with the sundresses on. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta turn my phone off. Sorry, y'all. See all the girls with the sundresses on. I'm like, okay. See niggas outside in shorts, tank tops. Yo, New York City got crazy. I went through the Sty. You know, I was on like Gates Avenue. Gates Avenue was full. Like niggas had barbecue grills out, everything. It was crazy. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
Gonna
right?
give niggas a hot day.
Yo, listen. By the time I started heading my way back towards me, I noticed that it started freezing.
Yeah.
The temperature dropped. Yo, that shit dropped like
It dropped
30 degrees.
It dropped
like
26 degrees in 1 hour.
Yo, dude, that shit like 30 degrees.
It
right?
went from 79 degrees to 53 degrees, from 410 to 510.
Yo, all the girls was. Then it started drizzling.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas is running. Yo.
Yeah.
I said, yo, man, y'all people got to do better. We've been doing this shit for too many years now, man. You know, this time of year, it don't stay crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the next morning, it dropped 32 degrees colder than it was the day before.
Mm-hmm. That's New York for you.
I said, yo, this is crazy. It went down from 80 to like 48 degrees the next day.
The weather can't be trusted.
I hope y'all enjoyed that sunny, hot day for a little bit. The next time, be smarter, man. Y'all got to carry a sweater in your bag, ladies.
I got a car. Just go in my car, bro.
Yeah, if you got a car, but a lot of people was a car in it. And I felt sorry for the kids. Well, kids are resilient. A lot of young niggas was outside in they shorts.
Kids don't give a goddamn.
They was freezing, though. Girls' weaves was frizzing up because of the rain. Everybody had their hair out. I was like, yeah, go ahead. Y'all go play. But, you know, it was all good.
It is what it is. Sneak peek.
Sneak peek of the summer. Yeah, niggas was ready. Niggas is ready for the summer, I can tell you that. Because I don't know where y'all get them sundresses already. I ain't even go shopping, even start yet.
Fashion Nova.
Yeah, niggas, they pulled out the sundresses early.
Sheen.
I appreciate the sundress, though.
Yeah?
I appreciate a good sundress.
Yeah.
Everything's shaking the sundress. You just be like, shh. Everything just be shaking. I like a good sundress. Even if you were skinny mini, you'd be shaking on you. Like, it's just good. Wear a sundress with no drawers and no bra. I like that. I like that.
That's the Styles way of wearing a sundress. Go for it, ladies.
You ever had a girl with a sundress? You took it down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like easy access. Like, it's good. Like, and she give you the cooch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a good time.
Having good memories, huh?
That's a good time. That's a good time. See you smile on this cheese there. That's a good time.
I see you, brother.
And she smells so good. And sundress on. She just pull the dress up. Yeah, that's nice.
Let's get to our topics.
That's nice, man. Look, he trying to get me out of sundress. I'm smiling.
Let's get to our topics.
Oh, man. Whatever, man.
What's been going on in the world?
No, man, I want to start something off real quick because I just saw this. You sent this to me earlier. This lady called Felicia Rashad, a pick me.
Which is crazy to me,
Which is
bro.
crazy, man. That's royalty, man. She was saying because why everything has to revert back to a man. Felicia Rashad was basically saying women wearing short dresses, tight things, and stuff like that, revealing too much.
Need to do better.
They need to do better, and how they expect to find a good man if they presenting themselves like that. So the girl was saying she's a pick-me because why does everything has to result back to a man? And it shouldn't have to result back to a man. The woman should be doing stuff for herself and not for no man. You got to listen to the old heads, right? That's one. Two, I don't see the same. I hear the same conversations as a man. When you walk out here, your pants is falling down, and you're not dressed right, and a grown man to tell you, OG will tell you, yo, young blood, man, how you gonna get a right woman if you dressing like that, right? You don't want the woman that's gonna pick that type of guy. You want a woman that's gonna pick you for this type of stature. So I don't see what was said wrong. And I think a lot of young people nowadays, they listen, but they listen without understanding.
Yeah, I don't think they listen to understand.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't think what Felicia Rashad said had anything to do with a man. I think what she was basically stating is you should have certain standards for yourself, right? And if you don't have those standards, why is anyone going to want you, right? I mean, because the reality is everybody in this world wants to be wanted or wants to feel wanted. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So if you don't carry yourself by certain standards, why is anyone going to want you? Nobody wants to be alone in this world. And I know we live in a generation that believes they have no problem being alone. They could be alone for the rest of their life. But at the end of the day, being alone isn't ever really the objective. You know what I mean? If we have to be alone, we will be. But nobody strives to be alone. That isn't the bar.
Yeah, I think this generation a lot. Not even this generation. I think this time. I won't even say generation because sometimes it's older women too.
Mm-hmm. A lot of times
feel like they could be by themselves, and we all want to look good for ourselves, want to feel comfortable within ourselves, but we also a society that shares space with other like human beings next to us, right? So, and when you're searching for your mate or your mate is searching for you, you want to make sure that you're presentable, that you look a certain way, that you have a certain type of character, dexteria. Not only in relationship, but in work. If you're gonna get a job, you can't go to the job and you come in there with a tank top on, or
you wouldn't go to an interview dressed a certain way, right?
Yeah. So I think in everything, presenting yourself is important the right way. You know what I'm saying? How you present yourself, it's the right thing to do when you going to, I don't want to say sell, I'm looking for a word, because you're not really selling yourself, but I guess you got to use...
It's just presentation,
Presentation,
man. It's how the world receives you. You understand? Because the truth is, nobody can see you from across the room and know what your personality or your insides are like. People are going to judge you from the exterior.
Exterior, how you look, right? How you dress.
But also as well, like going back to the thing about people being okay with being alone, and I think what a lot of these younger people overlook is the fact that being alone at 50, 60 isn't the same as being alone at 20, 25, right? Like you think at 20, 25, you got a million single friends that you can go out with, you at parties, you this, you that. As you get older, the truth is, even the people that are advising you to be alone, a lot of them are going to end up getting married. A lot of them are going to end up having families. You understand what I'm saying? And I think it's a different version of alone as you get older, man.
Well, this is what I will say. I think a lot of people, just going to the alone topic, Shorty was a Dinkleberry, by the way, just so we can end it on her. But moving into this alone topic real quick, I think people hide and use that as a crutch and go, yeah, I'm fine alone. Mm-hmm. It's a crutch thing. Like you tell yourself something so much, now you just believe it. And I've seen a ton of people I know a ton of people like that. Yo, I'm cool by myself. I'm good. The problem is when you finally get out of that spell and you wake up and go, yo, I want somebody, you still have to go through the motions.
You still have the habits of a person who likes to be alone.
And you still got to go through those motions, right? So if you only can escape hiding about being alone for so long, because the things that you was hiding from or the things you didn't want to deal with, once you get back into society, you still got to deal with it. Everyday life.
Yep.
It doesn't change. When you decide to peek your head outside and say, yo, I'm gonna go outside, see what's out here, you still got to deal with life regardless of anything. You know what I'm saying? So you can stop now, or you can learn how to deal with everyday living, learn how to deal with people, learn how to do active communication, communicate, listen, and do understanding. Because a lot of times we don't communicate to understand. We just hear what we want to hear, and we're not understanding what somebody else is saying. And that's why I want to be alone. Like, I'm good by myself because you didn't want to hear what nobody else had to say. You didn't want to understand what nobody else was having to say. So now you just really put yourself on an island, be by yourself. But it is what it is.
And another thing I think people these days tend to overlook is the fact that two things can be true at the same time, right? So you can hear what Felicia Rashad has to say, and you may not agree with it in totality, but you can still pull something from it. You know what I mean? You don't have to accept it as a whole, right? You can say to yourself, okay, I do like dressing a little risque, right? But I can understand why I may need to tone it down in certain
Yeah, that's appreciate
situations.
where she was coming from.
Yeah, I can learn something from this, you know, and I think that progress requires change. You know, I always say this: progress requires change. Progress requires change, and I think it's something that's always said. You're only going to get as far as you've been getting doing the things that you've always done. You know, so sometimes we need to step outside of our box, or just take into consideration not even the opinions of others, but a different perspective and a different way of looking at things.
All right, and some other celebrity things, real quick. Some celebrity news. I was had this debate this weekend because of this thing. Waka Flocka was on a show. I don't remember what show he was on. Pardon me. And it was a segment where they asked him if he was on a ship, and you know, I guess his wife and his young child fell into the water. Who would he save? And he was like, I'm saving my wife. And he was like, yo, because we basically can make another one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saving my wife. I had wrote something on there. I understand. So this for me, it's two different ways to look at that. But in the scenario they gave, I think I would have saved the child, not because of anything. I think any woman who has a child that's already born, she's gonna say, save my baby. And if you a man and you save her and let that baby just say drown because they talking about they were saying there was an ocean, I don't think you and that woman could ever be repaired. I think she'd be emotionally damaged and won't want to deal with you forever. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a mother going. A mother's gonna go, no, take the baby, take him. And if you go, nah, forget the baby and take her, I don't know if she. Now, if she was pregnant and you had to decide who you keeping, the mother or the child, I would choose the mother. You know what I'm saying to you? But in that scenario, I can't see a mother. At least not my mother. My mother would have been like, yo, take the kid. Or my daughter mother would be like, yo, take Sid. You know what I'm saying? And if I didn't take Sid, oh, it's gonna be a problem.
But I think this is one of those situations where two things could be true at the same time. That therapist, I forgot her name, man. That therapist, she's all over Instagram right now. She was saying the same thing. She was like, in a situation, if her husband was drowning or her child, she would save her husband. She said, and she knows that sounds crazy. She was like, but at the end of the day, you know, they're vows that she took, you know. And I honestly believe that answer where you say you'll save your spouse it's just the ideal answer, right? It's if you're really going according to your vows as far as marriage is concerned, it's what you're kind of responsible to do. But in the same time, I think that we live in a time where the nuclear family isn't necessarily the regular family, right? So there's so many other aspects of it all. Like when you say wife, okay, so what if this woman isn't the mother of your child, right? And this is a woman that you married after that relationship ended. You understand what I'm saying? Do you save her over that which I don't think you do. You get where I'm coming from. So I think that there's so many different dynamics.
You just fucked the whole shit up.
That
Bitch got to drive, my nigga. I'm sorry. I'm saying,
yeah, like I think
I don't know, man.
there's so many different dynamics. I mean, you know, and it's so funny because my 21-year-old daughter. I remember when my daughter was like 2 or 3. I used to tell her mother that, like, yo, if ever the situation came where I had to choose between you and her, I would choose you, and the reason is because we could have another child. You understand? And I understand the logic, and when I say this, once again, it's one thing to be asked a question and to answer it, and it's another thing to be in that situation. You know what I mean? So can I honestly say that I would be able to just turn my back on my child and let my child die to save her mother first? I can't say that if I was actually in that situation, that I'd be able to do that. But according to vows and whatever.
Yeah, but it's death do us part, nigga. Death happened. Let me stop.
He says death do us part. You a fool.
Yo, that's a part of the vows too. Like I said, excuse me, I'm coming down with something. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, it is what it is. Other news, South Africa has looked like they found a cure for HIV. Now, what they're saying, they had participants that participated in this trial. However, they curing. They didn't really get particular on how they curing. But what they did say is 20% of the participants stopped taking their medication, HIV medication, for the last year and a half, and they had suppressed the symptoms and the virus altogether.
Now,
they can't find it. It hasn't been detected for whatever because they didn't. Like I said, they didn't specify
it's
how.
Because,
but it's early. It's still early, but it looks like we on our way to seeing HIV hopefully eradicated soon. And the only reason I say that too, one quick thing, because a week before that, like 2 weeks before this, there was a national advisory came out. They took the HIV off this list, like I forgot what it was called, like a list that basically saying like some of the most harmful diseases. HIV has now been downgraded because
it's been downgraded because people
the
are able to
medication
live with it,
undetected, and now living into the 70s, 80s, into, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because the lifespan of someone with HIV
Yeah.
is no different now from the lifespan of a regular person who isn't infected.
Yeah.
Well, go Africa.
To the motherland, you know what I'm saying?
Always comes from the motherland.
You know what I mean? Yo, you know what I asked you too? I saw this the other day. This girl was trying to get me to go out. And she asked me, yo, come with me to this club. You always ask me to go to the club too. And you kind of said
I don't always ask you to go to the club.
Yes, you do.
First of all, I don't go to the club. The places I go to are restaurants or lounges or something like that. I don't go to the club.
Nigga, you ask, ain't that place a club you keep asking me?
Saying in the club, saying it's a restaurant. Y'all need to check out, it's a restaurant lounge.
I thought it was a club.
Y'all need to check out St. Lounge,
So,
NYC.
I told a girl the other day.
626B 10th Avenue.
Look, he's promoting this shit like he get the check there.
Nah, that's three of my mans on the spot.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. So, yeah, so, you know, I told her I don't really go to the club, man. You know why? Because, excuse me, people don't dance no more, man. Like, the girls don't dance. When I used to go in the club, I used to bag chicks off for just on some dancing. I go up on a girl, you know, you get that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we be on the dance floor. Shout out to Remy. My man Remy was my best friend growing up. And we used to go to the Tunnel. We used to go to Limelight. We used to go everywhere. La Bar back. We used to go to, Flamingos. We'd be all over New York City. And yo, that music come on, boy. You get somebody, and that was it, man. You go home for the night. You get somebody you go home with, or, you know, you getting that number. And it was different back then. Like, when I go in the club now, girls be dancing with each other, right? Or they be like this on their phone all night. Nobody.
But it also
I ain't got time for that type of shit.
It also costs you a couple of $1,000s to go out these days.
Yeah,
bro.
and that day you could just buy a girl a drink. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you want a drink now? Niggas be wanting bottles. Yeah, you go out.
It's all about bottle service.
Yeah,
bottle service killed nightlife, bro.
Yeah, it had to kill nightlife because before you could just go up to the bar and say, yo, you want a drink? Lady be like, yeah, you give me a little something, you know what I'm saying? Give me a little album ready sour or something, you know what I'm saying? Alizé, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was crazy back in my day, man. You walk in the club, man, and even the thug niggas was dancing. Thug niggas was dancing, son. Like, they was dancing. Girls was,
Yo, bro, we were out a couple of months ago, and I forgot it was probably like 2 o'clock in the morning. We got over there to Stafford Room, and it literally cost us like $3,300 to get in the spot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. That 3,300 came with a couple of bottles or whatever, and a section, but it's just like three
Yeah,
thousand dollars to party is.
I'd have stayed home. Y'all niggas wouldn't have got me out that night.
Yeah.
And I don't even drink. That's the crazy part. Niggas be wanting me put in. Yo, Styles, you got? I don't drink, nigga. You can keep you and them bitches in the bottles, bro. Like, I'm from the era you just buy a drink at the bar and you was chilling, bro. But I
Not
really
no
don't go out
more.
because niggas don't dance.
No,
Even
but you know what? If you want me to be honest with you too, I think the older generation, right? Like if you're talking about dudes 40, 35 and up, I don't know if they really do clubs. Like what's popping the most these days be restaurants and lounges, man.
no. I agree with you. I definitely do the little lounge and stuff. I used to love that place we used to go to. What's that shit called again?
What place?
On Atlantic Avenue.
Atlantic.
Yeah, me and you used to go to back in the day, the brunch spot.
Milk River?
No, not Milk
You
River.
talking about Woodland?
Oh, Flatbush.
On Flatbush. On
Flatbush.
Flatbush Ave. That was Woodland. Yeah, Woodland was the shit on a Sunday, bro.
Yo, bro.
You couldn't miss.
I used to walk over to all the girls.
Okay.
It was a tape. Mo, how I used
Well,
to do what I
Saint
did.
that I've been telling you about
Yeah.
is
It's like,
is
okay,
basically
cool. I gotta
yeah,
go there.
It's basically
Because what I used to do, Mo, there'd be a table full of women. I'm like, I'm going over there. I'll be right back. You know what I'm
You
saying?
go over there and do the one.
I go over there, whatever I had to do. I know this though. I got them numbers out there. Me and Mo used to be in that shit like every weekend. We'd post up at the bar,
Just
buy
chill.
brunch, and
It was
just
a great
chill.
vibe, man. It
Great
was a great
vibe, bro.
vibe.
Every girl, I used to love to be at the bar too, because when the girls walk in, I got first dibs. You know what I'm saying? They'll walk right past me first, and then we start talking. He was popular at that time, real popular. He's still popular.
He said I was popular.
No, you was popular, but you was more, you was more lit. Money and Violence was lit at
Yo,
that
this
time.
guy's crazy.
Right? So I used to use this nigga right here.
I used to be in the cut.
Tie that nigga, turn around. Oh, that's the guy from Money and Violence. Like, yeah, that's him. Yo, what's your name, shorty?
This nigga crazy.
Yo, Mo, I bullshit. That's how it used to be.
Yeah.
And I started yapping. Next thing you know, Mo just sitting there with his drink. Why your friend don't talk? I don't know why he don't talk. But
that was always. Why he look so mean?
I don't know why he don't talk. But I'm talking to you. And then that shit was good times, man. We had good times back then. Real quick,
Yo,
man.
Claude, you need to open Woodland back, man.
Yeah, I need Woodland back, bro. Real quick, listen to your kids when they say there's a monster on the bed. And I don't know what cities this was in, but this little girl, her babysitter was babysitting her. And little girl said, yo, there's a monster under my bed. So the babysitter played with her like, okay, I'm gonna get the monster from under your bed. And when she looked under the bed,
It was a man
a
under the
grown
bed.
ass man underneath the kid's bed. That's crazy.
Shit, what would you have done?
I'd have whipped his ass.
How did he even get in the crib?
I don't even know, man. I'd have whipped all kind of dog shit out
But
this
you know
nigga,
what's
son.
crazy? I read something like that where this family had moved into this house and they kept over like the months they kept hearing like noises in the walls and all of that.
Wall, yes,
And
I seen that.
There was a man living in the wall.
Wall, yeah, son, I seen that
crazy.
shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you hear sounds in your house, go check it out, man. Don't be like the house is old, it's creaking.
Might be a gremlin.
Might be a nigga just sneaking around in the crib. Yeah, some other celebrity news. I seen Kanye West this weekend, man. I really don't know what was happening. I know he's academic, and he was in a KKK outfit, in an all-black KKK outfit. I don't know what's really going on, but I thought it was funny just to see him in the outfit. And I want to know what white people felt like seeing a black man in a black KKK outfit. Listen, man. At this point, man, I just be like Kanye off his rocker. It is what it is. But I did find it intriguing that he was in a black KKK outfit.
I mean, honestly, I get what Kanye's doing. You know what I mean? And I think it's just our tragedies aren't really treated with the same level of sensitivity, right, as everyone else's tragedies. You understand what I mean? You know, whether you're talking about slavery, you know how they're basically telling us to get over it, right? Although just as many years after the Holocaust, like it's still, you know, a huge thing. And I think you know, the whole thing with him getting the swastika
The chain?
pendant,
Yeah, I
and
seen
all
that.
of
It's
that.
crazy.
You know, it's the same way how you can basically say nigga, nigga, nigga all day. You understand? But if you say another racial slur towards whites or whoever, like it's not broadcasted the same way. And I think what he's doing is just pretty much like, nah, if they can treat
Us like that.
us like that,
yeah.
then why can't we treat them like that? Like
No,
I don't always agree with Kanye, and I'm not saying that I agree with him, but I understand the method to his badness, and I get what it is that he's trying to do. Where it's like, nah, if they could do this to us, then why can't we do it to them?
The funny thing that they doing to him, though, I feel like people ignoring it. They're not even giving any credence. And they, it's only really like making the black news or the black outlets and stuff like that. It's not really making any. They're not even paying no attention. You know what they said? Well, this is what we're gonna do to him. We're just not gonna pay no attention to
Until he disappears.
him. So I don't even think they care. I don't think they want to martyr him. That's why I don't think nothing has happened to him. If you do something to him, you make him a martyr, and then we just gonna leave him alone.
Well, I mean, this has always been their tactic. At the end of the day, they don't give any attention to anything that they don't want other people to mimic. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like when they talk about slavery. There were, you know how many slave rebellions there were? Do you know how many people killed plantation owners, but they never
Publicize
they
it.
never publicize that
don't
because
wanna
they
give
don't
you no
want people
power.
to be inspired.
Yeah.
They don't want us to realize how powerful that we are. You understand? So
No, I get it.
anybody that rebels, they'll basically just let them fade out in the background. And the reason being is they don't want that person to inspire anyone else to believe that they're strong enough to go against the machine.
No, I get it. I get it. Real quick, I saw this story too. This is not really a story. This is just every day. You heard the police just say this. Jacksonville police, it was a rapper out there, was just basically like, look, man, you know what we do nowadays? We got a whole task force to sit and watch y'all niggas on Instagram all day. We watch what kind of Dracos y'all pull out, what kind of weapons y'all pull out, and we give y'all a chance. We come to your crib, we come wherever you at, and we tell you, look, man, we're not having this in our city, and basically you either got to change your ways or we coming back to arrest you and give you and probably lock you up on all kind of charges and the RICO charge. I want to say something too, go back to Kanye West and the RICO charge. I know, you ever thought about, when I see the Ku Klux Klan, why they never gave them niggas the RICO?
Because they are a white supremacist organization.
And that's crazy.
And it's not just the Ku Klux Klan. There's the Proud Boys. There's so many.
Yeah, and they don't get what you call that shit? The race crime shit, the race bill.
Well, there's no hate crime for black people.
Hate crime.
There's no hate crime for black people.
It's crazy.
There's no hate crime bill for black people.
The Ku Klux Klan, it's time for them to get the RICO too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You know how many people they've murdered?
Yeah, it's time. It's more than time. But this cop, Jacksonville cop, was talking about, they just sit on Instagram and just wait for y'all. And I don't know how many times I've seen so many cases in these last 2 weeks that's really just been happening because of Instagram.
The internet.
Y'all niggas gotta stop, bro. Y'all can't be gangsters and then still want to tell everybody what you doing on the net. Unless you want to go be dead or be locked up forever.
Well, didn't the young guy say that if you catch a body and you don't tell nobody, then it didn't happen?
It didn't happen. I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that at all. But yeah, they telling y'all, they giving y'all the answers. I ain't never seen a nigga give you the answers. We're gonna catch you like this, and then you still give them that to catch you. Y'all gotta wise up, bro. You gotta wise up. Quick question, relationship question. Who you think get over a breakup faster, men or women? If you had to choose.
I think that when a man is truly in love. See, the reason y'all think men don't get over breakups fast, ladies, is because a lot of the dudes y'all be with ain't even really with y'all, because I think women can fake an orgasm, but a man can fake an entire relationship. And a lot of y'all be in relationships that ain't even real. Like, you know what I mean? But one thing I will say is that when a man truly loves a woman and there's a breakup, bro, it takes a while for him to get over it.
Men will kill you, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that like that's my MO. That shit is cool. Men are emotional when it comes to relationships.
No, that's the thing. Men aren't supposed to. There's nothing more dangerous than an emotional
Yeah, they
man.
get emotional. Let me tell you something. And I think women can move on. Women move on. They find a new nigga. They just don't. They forget about you. Don't even think about you. A man is constantly like, yo, what the fuck just happened? Like what?
A man will sit there and sleep with 100 women after you and be like, damn, but none of these are her.
He be forever searching for that.
And remember, that's only if he really loves you, because a lot of y'all ladies are in relationships with men that don't even like y'all. Like, as a matter of fact, a lot of y'all are in relationships with yourselves. Yo, for real. I never understood that. You ever dealt with a female, right? And it was just pure intimacy, and then a year or two later you hear somebody say, oh yeah, she said that y'all used to be in a relationship. And you like, what? Huh?
What relationship?
Like, what is she talking about?
I don't know what the relationship was. So let me ask you this: do you still believe in like death do us part these days? I don't think.
Oh, do I think death do us part? Do I believe in it?
Yeah.
Yes. Do I think it exists
Yeah.
these days? Listen, I don't think anything in life is 100%, right? I think it's very rare to find death do us part today, but I'm sure, there's a small percentage of the population that still believes in those old school values. I would like to hope so. I'm being hopeful and optimistic. Your thoughts?
I think death do us part today doesn't exist. One of the reasons why I'm not married is because I feel like when I do get married, and I want to get married, I desire to get married, I don't want to leave my wife, right? I want to be with her forever. I want to work through things.
That's a choice.
Yeah. And I want to find that person that I could work through these things with. But nowadays, people, offense is so high, everything is offensive. Everything is microwave.
Red flags.
Red flags,
Boundaries.
microwave,
He's
period.
toxic. He's narcissistic.
It comes real fast and it goes real fast. She didn't do this or he didn't do that. So for me, I don't know if it's death do us part. I don't know if you're gonna find a woman that's gonna take the time out or a man that's gonna take the time out. If you can't wipe your own ass, well, they wipe your ass for you. If you're gonna tolerate that, oh, that's nasty. That's above me. I don't know if you would do that. That's, you know what I mean? Like,
you ever saw that movie Fences with Viola Davis and Denzel?
I never watched it. I know Denzel watched it.
You gotta watch that, bro. Because there's this one scene, because she was with him through it all. You know what I'm saying? Through it all, through him cheating. He had another baby outside the marriage. She took care of the kid, and it just got to a point where like towards the end of the movie, man, she says this monologue, and she's just like I've been fucking right here with you, you know what I'm saying, for the past 30, 40 goddamn years, and through it all, don't think that I didn't leave because I didn't get tired of you. It's like, I've been tired of you 100 times, but at the end of the day, I made a promise not just to you, but to God. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people don't honor that promise.
Bruh.
And I'm not saying you're supposed to stick around for abuse. I just think people leave for anything. Any signs of wrongdoing, instead of getting a therapist, instead of trying to figure out how to work through it, people just leave.
But that's the thing. I think that, and I think it's on both sides, right? A woman's definition of what a good man is a man who does everything she desires. And I think to some degree, a lot of men, their idea of what a good woman is a woman that does everything he desires. You know what I mean? And I think that that's not what love is about. Like, that's not, God didn't place anybody here to basically cater to you for the rest of their lives. Like, everybody's here to pursue their own happiness, and hopefully you find somebody that the both of y'all pursuits coincide in some way, I just think that people in relationships are constantly competing with this imaginary perfect person that exists in everybody's head. Like, every man has this imaginary perfect woman in his head that he compares the woman he's with to, and every woman has this imaginary perfect man in her head that she compares her man to.
Yeah, you just keep searching for perfect, and you're never gonna find perfect.
You're never gonna find it.
Because one minute, one person's gonna be perfect for a second, and then you're gonna see all the imperfections.
People change, but not only that, but people change over time, and it's not even just about change like they fooled you and made you think that they were something that they, but it's just natural that people over time, they change.
Quick thing. So I was watching this thing, celebrity thing with Trick Daddy. was basically saying he date girls 22 and 35. He don't date girls his age. He said he feels like girls his age, they just complain too much. They just always got an issue. They can't get past certain shit, get over shit. And younger women, he just found more attractive in that way. And then I also seen a study saying that, you know, women over 40, they stayed more single than their younger counterparts. So I will tell you this, you know, I date a wide range of women, right? This is what I will say. I still like the maturity of an older woman because you can have a different conversation. But I can understand what Trick is saying in his comment because it's like, yo, not saying younger is better, meaning maybe better look-wise. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she might, physically she might be, if I'm going to get the same conversation and the same bullshit,
You would take a younger woman.
you might as well just go younger.
I
Like,
mean, that only makes sense, but I also think that whatever Trick Daddy is saying is, and I think that this is what we have to stop doing, right? Like Trick Daddy's a celebrity. He has a certain level of success. He has a certain level of wealth. You understand what I mean? What's for Trick Daddy doesn't apply to the regular man, bro. You know what I mean? Because if Trick was just a regular guy making $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year, would he even have access to those younger women? You get what I'm saying? So great for Trick. You know, I try to get out of the habit of putting people in a box. All women between 25 to 35 aren't the same. All women over 40 aren't the same. You know what I mean?
yeah, and but you know, I think when you start looking at social media, I don't like to put people in the box neither, but social media puts a lot of people in the box.
In the box, it definitely does.
Because you start reading those comments, you be like, damn.
But I think those young girls are just as delusional as a lot of the older women.
Girls too.
Like,
Yeah.
you understand?
I like a seasoned woman though. I like a woman I ain't gotta really tell. But the problem is a lot of the older women try to live
the young girls' lives.
Young life, so it's different. You know, I was watching this other thing too. Who said this? I don't remember who said it. Somebody said it. Comedian
Corey Holbrook.
Corey Holbrook said, basically, you not a bad bitch until he see you without the makeup and the hair.
I can agree with that.
And I totally agree with that. Yo, listen, there's so many times, you know, I meet a lot of women off of Instagram in real life. I meet a lot of women off the dating sites. Let me tell you something. When you meet a girl for the first time off of these sites, bro.
Angles, lighting,
it's
filters.
It's not the same. It's not the same person, bro. It's not the same. Not saying they don't look as good, but they don't look as good.
They don't look as good, brother.
It's different. And then when you get a girl home, even if she look dope, you still gotta see her without her shit, like without the makeup, without the hair, because you gotta make sure it's some false effort.
And you know what's crazy? I saw something on Instagram. That influencer or comedian, I don't know what to call her, Jessie Wu, where she said that any man that asks to see you without makeup literally is just basically letting you know that he can't afford your upkeep.
Upkeep, yeah, I saw that.
Which I thought was absolutely ridiculous.
Well, that's my next topic. Keep it right there. But I want to say this. I was dating this girl, and I'm telling you, when I first seen her, she was bad. Like, I seen her off she dope. You know what I'm saying? Then I went to her Instagram because I met her outside, and then I went to her Instagram, and Instagram was even better. Hair, makeup done, face beat, like, she crazy, you know what I'm saying? I started to sleep with her, and I started to wake up next to her. And then she started coming to the crib.
She started getting comfortable?
Just comfortable. It's two different chicks, bro.
Yeah.
Same good girl, but two totally internally still
same.
Vibe. But yo, it's night and day.
Listen, man.
Night and day.
That's
why I know love is real though, because I will say this though, if you fall for it and you just like the person, yeah, you like fuck it, like, you know, I know what she look like when she can get done up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you, it's night and day. It's.
Man, I always say if you got to do 3 hours of goddamn makeup, bro, then you basically turning into someone else. You know, I'm lucky enough to say that the young lady in my life, fresh face, first thing in the morning, just as gorgeous. I'm grateful for that, in all honesty. And it's so funny because a lot of these women, when you tell them that, they don't believe you. Like, no, I'm not. I don't know. I need makeup. I need this. I need that. And it's like, nah. But yeah, ladies, if you need 3 hours of makeup, man, every single time you step outside the house, and I'm not, and look, and I'm not saying, look, if you need 3 hours of makeup, if you have an event that you're going to, or you got a special occasion and you want to get your face beat, great, you know. But if you need 3 hours of makeup to go to Target to make yourself look like something, man, that's crazy, you know. If you just throwing on light foundation, whatever you running out the house, or you want to throw on some lashes, what do you think about lashes?
They could change your face drastically.
Totally.
I ain't never knew how lashes was that important, bro. Before lashes was a thing, like 15 years ago, I used to date this chick, and she was bad. Like, she was a pretty girl, you know. I always got pretty women though, but you know what I'm saying? But she was.
This guy's talking to himself. It's crazy.
She was pretty. And
he said something, then he answered himself. See how crazy that shit was?
Yo, she came to my crib one day, right? And I'm looking at her. We laying on the couch. She laying on my chest, and I kind of look down at her while she like looking up at me. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with your face, bro?
She looked like a cancer patient.
And she's like,
she didn't have her lashes on.
And I kept saying what's wrong with her face. Kept asking her. So, you know, we went to bed and all that, woke up the next morning. I said, yo, there's something wrong with your face. It's like something is missing from your face. And she didn't have no makeup on, nothing. And I couldn't pick it, but she didn't look the same. Maybe about the next day, maybe about 4 hours into the day, she go, oh, my eyelashes is not on. And she didn't have no eyelashes. Like, I think why she took the eyelashes off because it must have ripped all her eyelashes off.
Like a cancer patient.
Yo, man, I said, yo, that shit. And at that time, she didn't have the big, luxurious eyelashes.
I hate them shits, bro.
She was like, they look like, I'm like, yo, those eyelashes was yours?
Yo, when I tell you I hate them big.
And she said she wore them because she don't really have eyelashes. But I didn't know how drastic they could change how your face look. They could change. Just put some mascara on,
it's like
ladies.
hatfish.
Yeah,
that's
just
what
put
they
some
say
mascara
men
on.
do. They say men hatfish.
A real quick question. If a girl asks you, first date, yo, listen, we going out.
No. Go ahead, continue the question. I wish a chick would, bruh. But go ahead, finish the question.
She said to you, yo, listen, I know we going out tonight, but I need to look good. I need my hair done, or I need my nails done. You think you should pay for it?
Get the fuck out of here, bruh.
I'm hanging up the phone on that bitch.
Yo, bruh, that shit don't fly over here. That shit, yo, listen, man.
Let me tell you something, lady. That's for sucker niggas.
That's for straight suckers. And I'm gonna tell
you. And
you
if a nigga do that, and I got bread, right? So I'm not gonna say I'm rich and I'm that, but I'm good, right? If a nigga's doing that, he either trying to impress you,
he trying to hit,
he trying to get a quick hit, or he a sucker, right? That's it. He trying to lure you in. Either that's the bait for you to catch.
I wish a chick would. What? Listen, man. My woman, totally different story. If that's my woman, whatever. You need here.
Right off the first date.
You go.
Yo,
first date. I don't even know you. Like, I don't know, man. Y'all are used to dudes jumping through hoops of fire to get y'all attention or to get y'all time. I'm just not that guy, bro. And I mean, to each his own. If that's what a dude feel that he has to do, that's on him. That just isn't for me. It is what it is.
I saw this other thing too. This lady was saying if a dude pay with Apple Pay.
Yeah, I saw that.
What's wrong with Apple? I don't have Apple. I have Android. I might not like that either.
I don't know what's wrong with Apple Pay.
Isn't that's your money, right?
Yes.
Listen, I'm paying with EBT, nigga. If I can't, like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care how I get. I'm paying with EBT. You don't like it? Listen, then you go wash the dishes in the back because I'm gonna pay for this and bring out.
I feel like there's just so many different rules. I feel
What's wrong with Apple Pay, though?
Women just make up rules as
so
they
you can't
go.
tap.
I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie though. Sometimes when I go out, and I got a little something nice with me or something, I might front and pull out the Amex.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But
I don't even
but
know
even
that.
tap, but even tap. Those are your credit cards that you're adding to your digital wallet. It's for convenience.
Yeah, man.
So that you don't always have to go into your wallet.
I'm gonna put my credit cards on my phone. You know how to do it.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, like I've added 2 or 3 of my cards to my digital wallet, right? I don't really use tap like that, but there have been 1 or 2 times that I was glad that I did because I left my wallet home. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh shit, I forgot or I left my wallet in the car. Right? And instead of having to go all the way back to the car, I just pull out my phone and just use my phone. I think it's convenient.
Convenience. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with y'all women, man. Everything is just suspect. Niggas still
Is
doing.
it sassy?
No, I don't know if it's sassy or not, but a nigga still doing his part and you still complaining. It's like you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. He's still paying. He ain't asked you to pay.
But this is what I'm saying. They want you to do it how they want you to do it. And this is why I
never
said
satisfied.
that a woman's idea of what a good man is a dude that does everything she desires.
Now, this I seen, it's kind of interesting. It was a mother and father. I don't know if I sent you this. Basically, was arguing. The mother asked the father, why did you claim my child? You know, on tax times. The father said, look, man, I pay you $1,000 a month in child support. And they changed the rules, I think, if a man pays child support.
Donald Trump, yeah.
Changed the rules if a man.
If you pay child support, then the mother's not allowed to claim the child.
The father can claim the child, right? And she's like, that $1,000 don't do nothing. I can't even buy a pair of boots for him for $1,000. I was like, well,
I don't understand.
I didn't understand that part. But what I will say is, communication is key. You know, I'm gonna tell you how I did it in my life. Me and my daughter mother took turns claiming my daughter. 1 year she claimed, 1 year I claimed.
That's how it should be.
But
I don't think I've ever claimed any of my children, bro.
It's a nice piece of check. But when I started making big money, I claimed my daughter for about 10 years straight. And my daughter mother allowed. Now I have a break off. My daughter mother allowed me to do it because I started having to pay taxes. Instead of getting money back.
Yeah, to help you out. Yeah.
To help me out, to pay taxes. But I was a father. I did everything I had to do for my daughter. It wasn't like I wasn't doing nothing. Her mother didn't care. Her mother understood, look, this nigga's making way too much bread. He need all the tax exempts and breaks he could get.
That's called teamwork.
You know what I'm saying? And I still took care of a lot of stuff for my kid. But yeah, I don't understand the selfishness. Like, y'all should be able to have that conversation. And I do understand the mother going, well, I got the kid the majority of the time. That's a big factor as well. But if a person is paying $1,000, $2,000, now if a nigga give you $50 a week, then
but let me tell you what my
y'all gotta have that conversation.
But let me tell you my issue, right? A lot of times, mothers factor in, oh, but the child lives with me, I have to pay rent. It's a whole bunch of expenses that you would have had to pay for yourself, even if you didn't have a child. You understand what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. Okay, maybe you would have had a 1-bedroom instead of a 2-bedroom. You know.
Yeah, but it's harder to get a baby. You got to get babysitters. She got to.
Yeah, no, I get that.
She got things she can't do. She got. You know what I mean?
I get that, but on the other end of the spectrum, bro, like I know, like with me and my children, times like that was brought up, and I'm like, okay, well, if you have a problem with that, then give me my kid. She can come live with me. You understand where I'm coming from?
Like, that's the only point I have.
Because that child is there with you because you choose for that child to be there with you.
Because a lot of women won't give up the child.
This is what I'm saying.
So in that case, you know what I mean? I get that point.
Because I tell you this,
but like, I think
I raised my daughter. My daughter lived with me since she was in her young teens. My nigga, no matter what, weather times was good, weather times was hard. When you ever heard me complain about having to take care of my kid? And that's the thing. Like when I hear women complain, oh, well, the child lives with me and I gotta wake up and do this. I kind of don't get it. And the reason being is because, once again, like, I've never even had that thought, bro. Like, okay, this is my kid. It just is what it is. Like, I don't know.
Well, that's another episode of
Brooklyn Boys Radio.
And excuse me for coughing today, man. Like, I'm coming down with
You're
something.
lucky this wasn't COVID. I'd have kicked you off that shit.
Nah, I ain't
This
got
wasn't
no
during
COVID.
the pandemic.
Nah, I ain't got that. I say pray for me. I got to do surgery next week, y'all. So
God is great. Great is
Yeah.
God.
we'll be seeing y'all when I get back.
He has to get his booty stitched up.
What? What the fuck are you? This guy is crazy. Flagrant. What the fuck is that, man?
Flagrant foul on the play.
This nigga's crazy. But God is good. I'm gonna be all right. I'll tell y'all about it. Shout out to the Woodstack. Shout out
With
to Shanice.
Steezy, Shaneezy,
Fuck Suave as always.
Swizzle.
In Brooklyn.
Out.
We out.